This is Mo Bashir for The Hook. I'm delighted to be joined by Matchroom CEO Frank Smith. Frank, firstly, thank you so much for giving me your time. I appreciate it. We were just talking off camera. I interviewed you in Saudi, and you've had a brilliant January since that interview. Just sum up how that's been. Obviously, Dalton Smith went and did what he did. Josh Kelly against Murtazaliev as well. Just how was that January for Matchroom and for yourself personally?
Yeah, look, brilliant. It's been a great start to the year, and it continues to be a brilliant run of events as well. But going out to New York first and foremost to see Dalton Smith become world champion after working with him since his professional debut, they're the special moments. They're the kind of moments that we're in the sport for. Then obviously Andy Cruz with the Murataya fight, a great performance from him. Didn't get it, but he'll be back in big fights as well. And then Josh Kelly, everyone counting him out. No one wanted to fight Murtazaliev. Going in there, winning that IBF belt. So happy to see him do that as well. Someone I've grown up with, since I was 22 years old. But yeah, it's been a great start to January. February continues to be a brilliant month. We're out in Mexico, first week of Feb. Obviously here, Leigh Wood, Johs Warrington, sold out 9,000 people at Nottingham for this one. And then next week, Nunes Navarrete, 10,000 people. More to come in March, April, May. It's exciting times for the sport.
We spoke a little bit in Saudi about the ups and downs that come with being in the sport. Does the nights like Josh Kelly and Dalton Smith make it all the more sweeter when you have to endure a lot of hardship, not hardship, but a lot of adversity in the game?
Yeah, that's what excites me personally. Like working with young fighters, like you see the young fighters here today, the likes of Leo Atang, TMA8, and and our young prospects all over the world, like Pat Brown last night, George Liddard, Jimmy Sains. Like, there's so many of them, so many names you could list off. But to go on a journey with them and to see them achieve their dreams and to just be a tiny part of it and build a relationship with them, they're the kind of moments that we're in it for. We've done big events. We've done the biggest shows in the sport. So we're always driven to do that. That bit's easy though. Put an event on with our eyes closed. That's our business. But to be involved in moments like that, that's what we live for, and that's what keeps us driven. Because it'd be quite easy in the sport to go right, but you want to keep motivated and see people like that achieve their dreams, special moments.
You speak about putting on the big fights, and I think that makes it a little bit easier by the fact that the deal you guys signed with Dazn yesterday, a 5-year extension that you announced. I want to take it back to when that deal was first announced in 2018. It was a big shift from the way in which broadcasting was before, because obviously you had the likes of Sky Sports, TNT Sports. It was quite fragmented, and then you guys signed that deal with Dazn in 2018. Did you envision it playing out like it has done? And if not, has it turned out even better for you?
I think times were very different back then. That was 8 years ago when we signed the deal in the US, and it was all new. We'd done amazing things, but we moved so quickly. We signed a deal with HBO the year before that as well to do events with Danny Jacobs. We did 3 events with HBO with him. And then the zone opportunity came up. Obviously, we jumped at it. The biggest move, I would say, was in 2021 when we left Sky. We've been with Sky for close to 30 years, delivering boxing with them across a whole host of other sports as well. But we believed in the vision of the zone. We fully bought into it while other people were downplaying it, questioning what the plan was. We knew where it could get to, and we wanted a global home for boxing.
Do you think Sky Sports and TNT Sports both have a future in boxing?
Yeah, I don't think you can write it off. I think Sky more likely than TNT, to be honest. I think, but you have to understand also times change. Like, you look at Showtime HBO, they were the leading Showtime HBO, ESPN, leading platforms for boxing. None of those have got, obviously Paramount have now got Zuffa, but you have to evolve with the times, and new broadcasters come in, and focuses change, and that's the reality of it. I think Sky will do bits and pieces. Obviously, they've signed the April 5th show with MVP, which is a great show. They're going to continue to be involved in some way. I don't think they'll ever fully remove themselves, but I don't think boxing is a focus sport of theirs, in truth. I think you look at football is obviously a key pillar of their business. Darts is a huge part of it, a business that Matchroom own. So yeah, it's going to be interesting times, but it's going to evolve.
Was it totally and unequivocally going to be Dazn, or were there conversations with other broadcasters when you were sort of negotiating your next move?
The focus always was with Dazn for us. We wanted a global partner. There is no other global partner. You know, when you look at what Dazn are doing, and look, some people look at Dazn and go, it's a boxing platform. The reality is, it's one of the biggest global sports providers of content. It's not just boxing. You know, you look at in Germany, in Italy, in Spain, in Japan, in France, the biggest leagues, the biggest rights in these markets. Billions and billions of dollars